Hello, my name is Ella, and I am learning English. Today, I want to share with you my day at the market. This is a simple story that you can read and learn along with me. It is a sunny day, and I head to the market. The market is busy, and there are a lot of people around. I see vegetables, fruits, and flowers. I enjoy the smell of fresh fruit, and I decide to buy some apples. I walk up to a fruit stand, and there is a lady behind the counter. She is very kind. I ask, "Hello, how much are the apples?" She smiles and replies, $1 per apple. I take 3 apples and hand her $3. She gives me the apples along with some change. Next, I spot a man selling flowers. He has beautiful roses. I ask him, "How much are the roses?" He responds, $2 for 1 rose. I buy a rose because I really like them. I walk around the market, noticing many people buying food and drinks. Some people are chatting with each other. I listen carefully, trying to understand what they are saying. I don't catch every word, but I do my best. I feel happy because I am learning English. It's great to practice every day. I would love to visit the market again. This is my day at the market. I practice speaking English and learn new words. I hope you enjoyed my story, and you can learn English too. It's a beautiful morning. I wake up early and look outside. The sun is shining, and I am excited because today is a special day. I am going to meet my friend Lily. Lily is from Canada, and she is also learning English. We both study together. I have breakfast, eggs, bread, and juice. I really like eggs. After breakfast, I put on my shoes, grab my bag, and I'm ready to go. I leave my house and walk to the bus stop. I wait for the bus, and when it arrives, I get on. It's not crowded, and there are only a few people. I sit by the window because I enjoy looking outside. I can see the street and the trees. The bus drives through the city, and I see many shops, a large park, and people walking and running. The bus stops at my stop, and I get off the bus and walk to the cafe where I am meeting Lily. When I arrive, Lily is already there. She is sitting at a table, enjoying a coffee. I approach her, and she greets me with a smile. "Hello, Ella." I sit down, we shake hands, and it's nice to see each other. We start chatting. Lily tells me about her life in Canada. She says, "I'm from a small town, and it's very peaceful there. I miss my family, but I enjoy studying English in London." I share my story too and say, "I'm from a big city, and it's very busy here. I love living in London, and I want to speak English really well." We discuss our studies. We both want to speak English fluently. Lily says, "I believe the best way to learn English is to practice every day." I agree and say, "Yes, we need to use English in our daily lives." We talk for a while, and then we decide to go to the park. We walk there together, and the weather is perfect. The park is big and green, with lots of people. Some are walking their dogs, others are sitting on benches, and some are playing sports. We find a bench and sit down, continuing our conversation in English. It's not always easy, but we do our best. Sometimes, we stop to search for new words. Lily says, "I'm not sure how to say this word in English," and I help her out, and she helps me too. Learning together is a lot of fun. After some time, we decide to take a walk through the park. We see many beautiful flowers, and I love the colorful ones. Lily takes a picture of a rose and shows it to me. She says, "This is a lovely rose." I agree, yes, it's stunning. We keep walking and come across a fountain in the park. The water sparkles under the sunlight, and there are many birds around it. The birds are singing, and it's such a peaceful spot. I feel content. We sit on the grass to rest and talk about our future plans. Lily says, "I want to go to a university in London and study business." I think about my own future and say, I'd love to work at a big company, and I also want to travel to other countries. We chat about a lot of things, like our families, hobbies, and dreams. Eventually, it's time to leave. We say goodbye, and Lily heads back to her apartment while I make my way home. I feel good because I practiced speaking English. I met my friend, and I learned new words. It was a great day. When I get home, I reflect on what I've learned. I remember the new words we used and decide to write them down. Writing them helps me remember. I feel proud of myself. Later, I watch a movie in English and try to pay attention to the words. It's not easy, but I understand some parts. I repeat the words I hear and work on my pronunciation. I'm happy because I am making progress. I look forward to my next lesson. Every day, I learn more, and I can feel my English improving. I know that if I keep practicing, I'll speak English fluently one day. It's a journey, and every step counts. Today, the sky is clear, and the sun is shining brightly. The park is full of people, some relaxing on benches, others strolling, and a few playing sports. We find an empty bench and sit down, continuing our conversation in English. Ella says, "I want to expand my vocabulary. I don't know enough words yet." I agree and say, I need to learn more words too. We both share our methods for improving English. Ella listens to English music and watches movies, while I prefer reading books in English. We both agree that practicing every day is the best way to improve. After some time, we decide to take a walk around the park. The flowers around us are vibrant and colorful. Ella says, "I adore flowers. They're so beautiful." I reply, "Yes, they're magnificent." We continue walking, feeling content with the pleasant day and our English practice. Later, we walk back to Ella's home. I feel a little tired but happy. At her door, we say goodbye. "Thank you for a wonderful day, Ella," I say. She smiles and responds, "You're welcome. It was lovely spending time with you." We part ways, and I head home. On my way home, I reflect on the day. I feel good because I practiced speaking English with Ella. We talked about many topics and I learned new words, discovering alternative ways to express things. I realize that learning English becomes enjoyable when practicing with friends. When I get home, I grab my notebook and write about my day, about the park, the flowers, and the coffee. I also write down some new words I learned today: flowers, park, coffee, and bench. Writing them helps me remember them. Afterward, I watch a short video in English. It's a bit challenging, but I manage to understand some parts of the story. I feel proud because I'm improving each day. I repeat the words I hear in the video to practice speaking. Before going to bed, I feel happy about the day. I spent time with a friend, practiced my English, and learned new things. I realize that every day matters in my English learning journey. I will continue practicing every day, speaking, listening, and reading English. Gradually, I'll improve. Tomorrow, I will study more, converse with more people, and keep learning. I know it will take time, but I'm determined. Each day, I'm getting closer to my goal. Tomorrow will be even better. The next morning is calm. I wake up early, excited because today I'm visiting a beautiful garden to practice English, as my teacher mentioned in class. After having breakfast, I head out. I leave my house and walk to the bus stop, feeling a little nervous, but mostly excited. The bus arrives, and I find a seat by the window. During the ride, I watch the busy streets and people walking by. At my stop, I get off and follow the directions. After a 10-minute walk, I arrive at the garden, which is full of trees, flowers, and benches. The fresh air and birds singing make me feel peaceful. I find my classmates sitting on a bench, and my teacher greets me with a smile, saying, "Today, we'll practice English by talking about nature." We start by discussing the flowers. "I see many flowers," I say. My teacher asks, "What else do you see?" "I see trees," says my friend Lily. "There are tall and short trees." We continue discussing the trees and flowers before my teacher asks, "What animals do you see?" We all look around. "I see a bird in the tree," says Maria. "I see a squirrel," says Ahmed. Next, my teacher asks us to practice speaking with a partner. We walk around the garden and talk about what we see. I ask Maria, "What's your favorite flower?" She replies, "I love roses because of their color and fragrance." I agree, roses are beautiful. After some time, we take a break. I feel a bit tired but proud of my progress. My teacher encourages us, "You're doing great. Keep practicing, and you'll speak English very well." I thank her and say, "I'll practice every day." As the lesson ends, we walk back to the entrance. I feel happy because I've learned new words like squirrel, tree, bird, and flower. On my way home, I reflect on the day and feel proud of my progress. At home, I write about the garden in my notebook and practice speaking. Before bed, I watch a short video in English and try to understand it. It's challenging, but I'm proud of how much I've learned. I am proud of myself because I know that learning English takes time. I am working hard, and little by little, I will reach my goal. Tomorrow, I'll practice more and look forward to the new day and fresh opportunities to learn.